Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tough one because I am doing my very first book unhaul video. I rarely get rid of books and I think it is time. I have a stack full of books that I think it's time to get rid of. I did a video about a year ago on books I regret buying, and there are a few books in this pile that were in that video, and you know what? It's about time that I get rid of them. And some of these books has nothing to do with whether or not I enjoyed them, didn't enjoy them, whether they're bad books or not. It's just personally for me right now, I am no longer interested in reading them, or I have read them and I am not going to reread them. So I figured there are so many other people that could enjoy these books. I'm thinking of just donating them to maybe a school library or my public library. And also, if I happen to be unhauling one of your favorite books, I promise I'm very sorry. I'm not trying to offend you. As I said, I think there's just going to be more people who can enjoy these more than I have or I am right now. And it's just right now, I don't really have need for them in my life, and so I want to make room for other books that I really want to put on my shelves. Okay, so let's get started so that this video isn't too long. The first book I have is Evermore by Alison Noel, and this is the first book in, I believe, the Immortal series. I read this, gosh, a long time ago, probably, I think when it was first released is when I read this. I think I bought it 2009, sounds about right, 2009, 2010 when I read this, and I mean, I liked the first one. It was okay, it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, but you know, it was alright, and I don't plan on continuing on with the series. I honestly don't even remember what this book is about. I know there are vampires. 16-year-old Ever Bloom, and she meets a strange guy named Damon who happens to be a vampire, and just I can't remember exactly what happens. Next, I have Book 5 and Book 6 of Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead, and I don't know how I have Book 5 in paperback and Book 6 in hardback, and I'm missing the dust jacket. I don't know how I came to have these two copies in my life, but apparently I do, and I just recently bought the whole box set to Vampire Academy series, so I no longer need these, so I'm gonna try and I'm definitely going to donate these. Next, I have Savor the Moment by Nora Roberts. Now, I was debating on keeping this because I have a pretty decent Nora Roberts collection. She's one of my favorite authors. She's one of the first authors that I read that wasn't like children's literature, and I absolutely love Nora Roberts. But this is the third book, I believe, or the fourth book in a series. I only read like half of it. I never finished it. Oh yeah, I'm on page 182. I never finished it, and it's kind of just, there wasn't anything special about this one. Our main character, she makes wedding cakes, and she, you know, falls in love with, I think, her best friend's brother, I think, something like that. But anyways, this is the third one in a series, and as I said, there are so many other Nora Roberts books that I love, and I want to keep it because I want to keep it for my Nora Roberts collection, but I also, it's taking up space. I'm not going to finish it. I'm not going to read the other books in this series. As I said, it doesn't seem like there's nothing special about it, and so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and unhaul it. That way I make room for other Nora Roberts books that I'm really excited to read. Okay, so the next series, once again, I'm really hesitant to get rid of it because I keep telling myself, well, I might read it, and I enjoyed the first two books that I read, but if I am really honest with myself, I don't think I'm going to complete this series, and it is just taking up space, and that is the Lux series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So I have the series where it there's two books in one. So this is Lux Beginnings, and it has Obsidian and Onyx. I really enjoyed reading Obsidian a lot, and Onyx, I think I'm currently in the middle of reading Onyx right now, and once again, I really did enjoy it, but it's just been so long since I've picked up this book series. I feel like I would have to start over, and there's so many other books that I'm really interested in that I don't think I'll ever read it. And then Luck's Consequences, this is book 4, 3 and 4, Opal and Origin. And then Opposition is the next one, and that has Opposition and Shadows. And I think Opposition is that a, okay, one of them, I think one of them's a prequel. I'm not certain exactly, but I don't think I'm ever going to read these, to be honest. And I know people love this series, and as I said, I really, really did enjoy the first book and reading the second book, but I'd have to start over, and I don't really think that I am ever going to pick these back up. So I think that these are in still pretty good condition, so I feel like I could definitely donate these and someone else would really enjoy them more than me. The next book I have is Plus One by Elizabeth Fama, and this is a standalone. And when I bought this, I bought it because of the cover, because it is beautiful, and because it was a standalone, and I really want to read more standalones, and because I tend to read a lot more series, and not to mention, there's a quote on the back by Marissa Meyer, and I love Marissa Meyer. She wrote the Lunar Chronicles. So I actually started this book. I am on page 22, but it's not doing anything for me. Like, I'm not getting gripped into the story. I've had this book, I think I bought it like 3 years ago. I think I bought it back in like late 2014, early 2015. So I have had this book for a long, long time, and I don't think I'm ever actually going to read it. The premise sounds interesting. It's like a dystopian where basically the people is divided into night and day, and there's like star-crossed lovers, and one works in the day and one works at night. And it's just, I don't know, like I said, the premise sounds really cool, but I think I'm just kind of over dystopian novels right now. So, and it is still in really good condition, and it's a hardback, and so I think someone could enjoy it a lot more than me, especially someone that's a little bit younger than me, or someone that's like more interested in dystopians, because right now I'm not as interested in dystopian novels. So yeah, this one I'm gonna pass along. Next, I have the Sky Chasers trilogy by Amy Kathleen Ryan, and once again, I bought these because I was, after I read The Hunger Games, and Divergent, I was just really, really into the dystopian, and I really enjoyed the premise. This is set in outer space, but honestly, I've had these for almost 3 years. I bought them around the same time that I bought Plus One, and I have yet to open the book. So I don't think I'm ever gonna read this. And it consists of book 1, which is Glow, book 2 is Spark, and then book 3 is Flame. I mean, the idea of it sounds really cool. 2 young lovers shipbound for New Earth, and they're trying to find a way back to each other. It sounds really cool. It sounds a lot like Across the Universe, which I absolutely love, but I don't think I'm ever going to read them. I'm just not interested in dystopian anymore. So I don't know. Should I keep them in case I ever get interested in dystopian again? But it's been 3 years, so I feel like someone else could enjoy these books instead of them just collecting dust on my bookshelf, because I want someone to enjoy them, and I don't think that's me. And lastly, I have Everybody Rise by Stephanie Clifford, and this book, unfortunately, it just doesn't intrigue me. Like, the plot itself, this is adult contemporary. So in this book, we follow our main character, Evelyn, and she is 26, she lives in New York, and she's kind of like high status in New York, and she ends up losing her job and losing her status, and I think this story is about her trying to gain like her status back, and honestly, that premise just doesn't really intrigue me. I don't really like those types of plots. I'm not into, like preppy, because it uses the word preppy in the description. So I'm not really into those types of books with like old money and new money and stuff. So I just don't really think it's for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it, this book is pretty much brand new and it's in great condition. So I definitely wanna donate it so that someone can enjoy it. Alright guys, well that is it for my book unhaul. I'm feeling so much anxiety getting rid of these books, but I feel like these books were basically on the very last shelf on my bookshelf, and they were like my books that I have been wanting to get rid of for a while now, but I didn't think I ever would, and now I've just made a decision that I need to get rid of them because there are so many books, especially in 2018, that I really want to get, and I've been kind of rearranging a little bit of like my books because I'm buying new books, so I'm trying to find a place to put them on my shelves, and I'm running out of space, and I don't want to buy a whole new bookshelf for just, you know, needing one new shelf. So I think it's time to get rid of those books. Let me know some of the books that you really want to unhaul but you're just like hesitant about, and let me know if there is a book, like if there is a book in this pile that you really do think I should give a second chance and really should try reading, then let me know. Otherwise, I am going to donate them. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Talk about difficult thumbnail cheese. Oh no, 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 no. Well, that's fine. We don't need that one.